Have you ever caught that look from a woman, the one where her body is still but her eyes burn with something deeper? She's quiet, too quiet, and behind that perfectly arched brow you sense a darker, more intense feeling stirring. That's not just attraction. It's not even desire. It's a fantasy waiting to be awakened. Here's the thing. Most men never venture there. They play it safe, stay polite, ask for permission, and then wonder why she's never fully present, whether in the bedroom or in love. She'll be yours in ways even she can't explain. Before we dive deeper, I've got something special for you. A free ebook called The Female Mind Control Handbook. It reveals the hidden secrets to making any woman crave you. Grab it now. Links in the description or pinned comment. Now let's get started. First, the take control trigger. Why she secretly craves a man who never asks. No woman will say this out loud, but she wants a man who doesn't ask if she's ready. She wants a man who just knows. This isn't disrespect, it's confidence. It's emotional dominance, the kind she pretends to hate but secretly aches for. Ever wonder why women devour books like 50 Shades of Grey? Why the bad boy trope never dies? Why the quiet, brooding man always captures her attention, even if he barely speaks? It's because he embodies something she craves but can't control. Not abuse or arrogance, but authority, presence, command. She wants to feel overpowered by a man who's completely in control of himself. That's the paradox. The fantasy isn't about being pushed around. It's about surrendering without fear. And a high-value man knows surrender only happens when she trusts his leadership. How do you activate this fantasy? By being the man who never needs to raise his voice to get her attention. You walk into a room and she feels you before you say a word. One look from you makes her breath catch. You reach for her hand, not to ask, but to lead. That's the trigger. Certainty. Second, the forbidden protector fantasy. She craves to be rescued, but will never admit it. She'll tell the world she's independent, fierce, and in control. She's built walls and is proud of them, but deep down she wants to be caught. Not by someone soft or someone who'll crumble when she breaks down, but by a man who sees through her armor and calmly says, "I've got you." This isn't about playing hero, it's about becoming her sanctuary. The one place she can stop pretending. Here's her secret. She may run the world by day, but with you she wants to collapse into your strength and feel safe being fragile. Triggering this fantasy isn't about grand gestures. It's about subtle moments that whisper, you don't have to do everything alone anymore. Hold her gaze when she's spiraling. Guide her into silence when her mind won't stop racing. Stand firm when she pushes because she wants to know you won't leave. The more stoic you become, the more her emotional storms orbit you instead of destroying you. Once she feels that, she'll start showing you every part she hides from the world. Third, the masquerade fantasy. She wants you to see the version of her no one else can. You know that part of her that smiles in public, flirts, and plays the role. That's her mask. Every woman wears one. But what she really wants, the fantasy she secretly holds, is a man who can see behind it. The one who notices the crack in her voice but doesn't call her out. He simply understands. You don't expose her, you witness her. That's intimacy most men can't reach. Triggering this fantasy means attunement. You watch her carefully, her tone, her silence, her body language. You respond, not react. In that presence, she feels naked but safe. She might say, "I'm fine." But when you lean in, hold her face and say, "You don't have to be," she melts. Now she's not alone behind the mask anymore. You've entered the private world inside her mind, the one she didn't even know she was aching to share. When you make her feel truly known, she doesn't just want your touch, she needs it. Fourth, the controlled chaos fantasy. She wants to feel out of control in your hands. This one's primal and unspoken, not admitted to friends or journals, but it's the most explosive, intoxicating, and dangerous fantasy of all, losing control in your hands. She wants to surrender to something bigger than her moods, fears, and overthinking. This isn't about force, it's about being so grounded that she feels safe to let go and fall apart without falling alone. You don't lose your center. You hold her, guide her, breathe with her, and lead. Triggering this fantasy is about presence. You don't ask what she wants. You feel it before she says it. You slow her down when she spirals, press pause when she rushes, and hold her tighter when she pushes. In that dance, she unravels. She's not afraid of the dark with you. She wants to explore it because you are her anchor. When a woman finds a man who can handle her fire, she'll set his world on fire just to stay warm beside him. Fifth, the silent obsession fantasy. This is when you become the thought she can't escape, the last fantasy. It doesn't need words, It's not about seduction, dominance, or safety. It's about lingering. You trigger this fantasy when you stop chasing and start moving through life with unbothered confidence. You show her that her rejection didn't break you, that you're not watching her stories or reacting to her bait. Instead, you're building, growing, glowing. Suddenly, she can't stop thinking about you. It's the mystery, the restraint, the way your presence lingers in rooms you've already left. She starts craving your energy again, but this time, she's unsure if she can have it. That's what makes it a fantasy. The most haunting man isn't the loudest. It's the one who once touched her soul and then vanished without needing applause. You become her obsession. She'll never admit it, but she'll replay the way you breathed, stared, and knew her, over and over. Now you know. Not the fantasy she posts on Instagram, not the sweet checklist she tells her friends. You've seen the real one, the fantasy she tries to suppress. And if you're still here, you're not average. You're not safe. You're a man of presence, a man who can hold fire without flinching. So here's the truth. She doesn't want a man who asks for permission. She wants a man who awakens her mind, body, and soul. If that's you, don't play small. Become the one fantasy she'll never confess, but never forget. If this stirred something in you, if you're done playing soft in a world that responds to strength, subscribe. This channel isn't for weak men. It's for the few who lead with clarity, command, and masculine depth. Comment the word obsession if you've seen that look in her eyes when she almost gave in, if you felt that pull, or if you're ready to become the man women dream about in silence. Type it, own it, and trigger it.